ანატოლი მუშიკი, ისრაელი პირველი მისვლა.
Personal is next lifter. Anatoly Mozilas, here finishing 10th place in European Senior Championships. In 19th place in Almaty World Senior Championships.
მოემზადება ალექსანდრ ბერსანაო.
Good lead. 163, please.
163 კილო.
Alexander Personal, Belarus, first attempt.
ალექსანდრ ბერსანაო, ბელორუსი, პირველი მისვლა.
In 11th place in Almaty, bronze medals in European Junior Championships in Bucharest. Alexander Wenksel is next lifter.
Саша, подрыв хороший. Ногами. Держи.
Good lift. 164, please. And again Alexander Personal, Belarus, now second attempt.
164 კილო, ალექსანდრ ბერსანაო, ბელორუსი, მეორე მისვლა.
Marius Danciu, Romania is next lifter.
მოემზადება მარიუს დანჩიუ.
165, please.
ცვლილება 165 კილო.
Marius Danciu, Romania, first attempt. Žygimantas Stanulis, Lithuania is next lifter.
მარიუს დანჩიუ, რუმინეთი, პირველი მისვლა. მოემზადება ზიგიმინტას სტანულისი.
Marius Danciu, bronze medalist in European Under-23 Years Championships in Eilat. In third place in World University Championships, also in Elia. Good lead. 165 still on the bar. Žygimantas Stanulis, Lithuania, first attempt.
165 კილო. ზიგიმანტას სტანულისი, ლიტვა, პირველი მისვლა.
Anatoly Mushnik, Israel, is prepared.
მოემზადება ანატოლი მუშიკი.
Žygimantas Stanulis, European Junior Champion in Eilat. In second place 2 years ago in European Senior Championships. Last year in second place under 23 years in Limassol.
Старта гара, ногара, поем судьбам.
Good lead. 166, please.
166 კილო.
Anatoly Mushnik is the second attempt.
ანატოლი მუშიკი, ისრაელი, მეორე მისვლა.
Žygimantas Stanulis is prepared.
მოემზადება ზიგიმანტას სტანულისი.
Goodly, 167, please. And again, Anatoly Mushik, Israel, shut it up now.
167 კილო ანატოლი მუშიკი ისრაელი მესამე მისვლა
Alexander Genskiel, Belarus, be ready.
მოემზადება ალექსანდრ ცვლილება
168, please.
168 კილო
Alexander Genskiel, Belarus, first attack.
ალექსანდრ ვენსკელი ბელორუსი პირველი მისვლა
Anatoly Mushik, Israel, be ready.
მოემზადება ანატოლი მუშიკი
Ладно, Саша. Не короти. Держи.
Goodly, 169, please.
169 კილო
And again, the semi-victor, Alexander Genskiel, Belarus, now second attack.
ალექსანდრ ვენსკელი ბელორუსი მეორე მისვლა
Anatoly Mushik, Israel, is prepared.
მოემზადება ანატოლი მუშიკი ისრაელი
Genskiel goes up.
ცვლილება
Just a moment. Anatoly Mushik, Israel, third attack, 169.
169 კილო ანატოლი მუშიკი ისრაელი მესამე მისვლა
Yetak Kugarev, Russian Federation, is prepared.
ქედა ხუგაევი რუსეთი მოემზადება
No lift. 170, please.
170 კილო
Kugarev goes up. And now Łukasz Grela, Poland, Polska. First attempt, podejście pierwsze, 170.
ლუკაშ გრელა პოლონეთი პირველი მისვლა
Anatoly Kirikou, be ready.
მოემზადება ანატოლი კირიკუ
Grela goes up, 170. Anatoly Kirikou, Moldova, first attack.
შეიცვალა გამოსვლელი 170 კილო ანატოლი კირიკუ მოლდოვა პირველი მისვლა
Mariusz Damciu is next meter.
მოემზადება მარიუს დანჩი
Anatoly Kirikou, bronze medalist in London Olympic Games. European champion 2 years, senior champion 2 years ago in Antalya. Also, silver medalist in World Junior Championships in Prague. No lift. again 170 kilograms on the bars. Marius Danciu, Romania, second attempt.
170 კილო მარიუს დანჩიუ რუმინეთი მეორე მისვლა.
Gimantas Stanulis is next lifter.
მოემზადება ზიგიმანტას სტანულისი.
Concentrat! Alțime!
No lift. And now 170. Anatoly Chiriku, Moldova, second attempt. Stanulis goes up.
170 კილო ანატოლი კირიკუ მოლდოვა მეორე მისვლა. ანატოლი კირიკუ გახლავთ ლონდონის ოლიმპიური თამაშების ბრინჯაოს პრიზიორი.
Marius Danciu is prepared.
მოემზადება მარიუს დანჩიუ.
Выпрямись хорошо.
Goodly. And again 170 kilograms on the bar. Marius Danciu, Romania, second attempt.
170 კილო მარიუს დანჩიუ რუმინეთი მესამე მისვლა.
Alexander Bersonov, Belarus is prepared.
მოემზადება ალექსანდრ ბერსანაუ ბელორუსი.
Moale! Ce-ești?
Goodly. 171 please.
171 კილო
Alexander Bersonov, Belarus, second attempt.
ალექსანდრ ბერსანაუ ბელორუსი მეორე მისვლა.
Yetak Kugarev, Russian Federation is next lifter.
მოემზადება ხედარ ხუგაევი რუსეთი.
Спину держи. Саша, ногами подрыв. Мощный подрыв, поплотней. Держим, 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 держим.
Goodly. 172 please.
172 კილო
Yetak Kugarev, Russian Federation, first attempt.
ხედარ ხუგაევი რუსეთი პირველი მისვლა.
Youth Olympic champion last year in Nigeria.
ხედარ ხუგაევი გახლავთ ახალგაზრდებში ოლიმპიური ჩემპიონი.
World youth champion in Tashkent and European champion youth in Klaipėda. Alexander Bersonov, be ready.
მოემზადება ალექსანდრ ბერსანაუ. ემზადება ალექსანდრ ვენსკელი.
Kugarev, World University champion last year in Chiang Mai. Fourth place in World University Championships in England.
Łukasz, normalnie wszystko. Całe stopy, grzbiet, niedługo. Trzymaj, trzymaj.
Good lead. 173 speed on the bar. Alexander Enskiel, Belarus, second attempt.
173 კილო ალექსანდრ ვენსკელი ბელორუსი მეორე მისვლა.
Montastadulis, Lituania, Irani.
ემზადება ზიგიმანტა სტანულისი.
Не короти, позлее. Держим, 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 держим.
Good lead. 174 keys.
Вот еще позлее, не короти.
174 კილო
Montastadulis, Lituania, second attempt.
ზიგიმანტა სტანულისი ლიტვა მეორე მისვლა.
Kugarev is prepared. Shinobuish.
მოემზადება ლუკაშ გრელა.
Веселее, Саша. Подрыв, Саня, позлей. Держи, держи, держи. Держи, держи. Стой, стой, стой. Молодец. Отлично.
Good lead. 175 kilograms piece.
175 კილო
Aurimas Bitsbalis, Lituania, first attempt.
balisi, Litva, პირველი მისვლა.
Anatoly Kirikou, Moldova, Irani. Last year in third place in World Senior Championships in Almaty. Also European World Champion, Junior Champion in Limassol and Sofia. European Champion under 23 years in Bratislava.
მოემზადება ანატოლი კირიკუ.
Постоянно нахуй.
175 kilograms.
Да ну нахуй, понимаешь?
175 კილო.
Anatoly Kirikou, Moldova, Saturday.
ანატოლი კირიკუ, მოლდოვა მესამე მისვლა.
Aurimas Ditsbanis, Irani.
მოემზადება ორი სულელება მოემზადება ხეთაკ ხუგაევი. Вытягивай высоту только вверх.
No lift. 176 please.
176 კილო.
Russian Federation secretary.
ხეთაკ ხუგაევი რუსეთი მეორე მისვლა. მოემზადება ალექსანდრ ვენსკელი.
Good lead. And again, the same way. Please.
177 კილო.
At the same lifter, Alexander Venskel, Belarus secretary.
ალექსანდრ ვენსკელი, ბელორუსი მესამე მისვლა.
Shigimantas Stanolis, Lithuania, Irani.
Не городи, дай высоты. Спину держи. Дай высоты, Саня. Позлее. И держи, 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 держи! Держи, Саня, держи! Держи!
Good lead. And again, 177, Shigimantas Stanolis, Lithuania, secretary.
177 კილო. სიგიმანტა სტანოლისი, ლიტვა მესამე მისვლა.
The next lifter is Łukasz Kela, Poland. Przygotowuje się.
Guerra, nesse bem.
Wow, this is a classic category. We're seeing some really good lifting in the men's at 94 kilos here in Tbilisi, in Georgia. And the next man onto the stage, Stanulis, who really struggled early doors. Oh dear, and I'm afraid he's messed up there. Well, all the shouting that we've seen from Stanulis up until now, in the end, hasn't managed to G him up to a 177 lift. We've seen a fantastic series from Venskel, and he leads at the moment. He's gone 168, 173, 177, but we've still got the likes of Dizbales and Kugarev, who could challenge. The men's 94 kilo category here in Tbilisi in Georgia is looking really good. We've seen some great lifting, and we've still got a number of names in the frame for medals. This man, Lukasz Grela. Good start from him with his opener, 178 for his second lift, and he's there. Brilliant stuff. Well, it was the Zielinski brothers last time around in the European Championships, but Grela doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, Grela there, that's guaranteed him a medal on the snatch. There's only 3 lifters left in the competition, and that's guaranteed him a podium position. Just look at the replay. Lets it drift forwards onto his toes slightly, but manages to stand 1 step forwards. And he's got that one in the bag. 2 out of 2, 1 attempt remaining. Bit short on the extension, nice into the receiving position. That's a good lift.
Simon Golding and our Eurosport weightlifting expert Michaela Breeze with you for this one. Michaela, this is a cracking start to this competition.
Well, yes, we've been watching eagerly, and this guy here, Kugarev of Russia, 17 years of age. He is just phenomenal. The only international experience he has under his belt is in the youth age groups. That's under 17 in weightlifting. He was the Olympic Games champion at under 17 level last year. He's been the World Youth Champion in 2013, and this is his first outing in any age group above that. He hasn't even done a junior international. Straight onto the European senior stage and straight into the medals.
And this for a massive improvement on his snatch PB.
Absolutely.
164 to 180 if he makes this. Kugarev's third lift in the snatch.
Doesn't he look so good? So
That's
strong.
Impressive. That is impressive. And he's not a demonstrative young man, keeping his cards close to his chest, and that's about as happy as we've seen him. And I think he's come here to do some serious business. He moves into the lead.
Yes, he does. Just give you an idea in terms of stats. He had a 164 personal best in the youth ranks last year. This is now 180. I know at this age you'd expect to see rapid improvements. The body's filling out and developing, but these are monumental steps in the right direction. 180. I want to say how much further can he go, but I know when I was a youth lifter, I'm probably lifting in my senior years twice what I was as a youth. I can't imagine he's going to be able to do that, but seriously well developed for a 17-year-old.
So Kugarev leads for Russia in the snatch phase of this competition in the men's 94 kilo division. That leaves Lukasz Grela with 1 lift at 181. No, not to be. So Grela goes out at 178, his second round lift. And for the moment, that will keep him in silver medal position. Kugarev remains in gold, and there's only one man that can take that away from him. Artemas Dizbales, who's looked pretty good with his first lift at 175. He's going to hike it up, though. What will he go to here, 181?
Well, he's got a huge clean and jerk, we know that. But in terms of playing for the medals, he's kind of said, I'm not interested in the rest of the competition. I'm going to stick to my game plan. I'm going to do my own thing. At the moment, he's outside of the medals with a 175. He finds himself in 4th position. He doesn't need a 182 to move him up. He only needed 181. But he's gone for 182. He's sticking to his game plan. And his first attempt was more than convincing. So let's see.
Points once again to his left elbow to remind the judges that it doesn't quite lock out properly. Significantly heavier than Kugarev, hence this increased weight. Oh, he's got to hold it. Well, that's a huge effort at the end of that lift to get that in place, and Didzbalis threatened to deliver at the start of this competition, and he's come good in round 2.
Yeah, just an eager look at the scoreboard just to double check that the referees are giving it to him. That was not as convincing as the first attempt, but nonetheless very solid, very fast, and exceptionally powerful. Couple of steps forward, battling all the way.
So that's the gold medal for Didzbalis. There's not much in it for him if he comes out for a 3rd lift, is there?
Well, you've got to question how much further he can go. I mean, there's a couple of athletes that are down to start on 210 on the clean and jerk. Didzbalis and Kugarev, they're both down to start on some decent weight. But that said, he's now got a 12-kilo advantage over Kugarev after the snatch. I would expect him to come out for a 3rd attempt because he'd obviously want to put as much distance as possible between him and the rest of the field.
Wow, well, it's showing as 189. We'll wait to confirm that on the graphic if that's the case, a 7-kilo advance. And when you think about what we just saw from him on that last lift, well, it surely will be a little bit too far. Kugarev, what a star. First outing on the senior level. And he's got himself a silver medal in the snatch competition. And looking at the records, world and European record that stood since 1999, set in Athens by Akakios Kakashvilis of Greece. That stands at 188, and that's why we're seeing 189 here, if he's serious about it.
Well, he's serious about it. He wants this. This record has stood for a long time, and
wow.
Kakashvilis is actually in the auditorium. Georgian born. He's represented Greece, 3-time Olympic medalist over the years. And he's here watching and supporting. So this is a huge attempt at the European senior record. What do you reckon? Has he got enough in the tank?
Well, it is one of those records that has stood for a long time. And it is almost mythical at 188. If he goes 189, that will be a world and European record for Didzbalis in the 94-kilo snatch. Well, we haven't had many attempts at Worlds, let alone anything else this week, so this is big news. But because of the nature of the record, this could send a few shockwaves out. So Didzbalis for a world and European record at 189. No, can't get it. And Kakashvilis remains the man at the top of the tree in terms of the records, but Didzbalis is at the top of the tree at the end of that snatch competition. He wasn't far away.
Wow, so close. As with the previous attempt, he was digging in with his toes, right on his toes in the bottom position. What a shame. Has the strength, just needed another attempt. Well, I'm sure we're going to see him come back maybe next year and have another attempt at that. Maybe at the World Championships we may see that record fall, but he's obviously in that kind of shape, so what a fantastic effort.
Good start then for Didzbalis in this competition. 182, good enough to give him the gold in the snatch. Ketag Kugarev, welcome to the senior ranks. Silver medal for him. And Kugarev stepping out of the Zielinski shadows to claim bronze. More action to come after the break.